Hi, welcome to Market Flow. I'm going to do a quick review on the market and explain my thoughts and ideas on other stocks, so stick around for that. But first, if you haven't watched my video from yesterday, go ahead and watch it. I explained in detail what I was expecting to happen today, and that's what happened because SPY closed above the 50 moving average, and 1 hour and lower time frames indicators were very oversold. There was going to be a bounce, and I expect the bulls to take the chart all the way to support and then try to fight to close above it. However, they closed below that, and that's a bear signal. It went all the way to the top, and this is the second time that it gets rejected from this level right here, and it came down and it closed right here, and then after hours it looks like it sold a little bit more. 320 was the level for the market to close above for a bull signal and close below for a bear signal. Real quick with the SPY, same thing. It came to this part right here and it got rejected. This is where there was a little bit of support, and then it was rejected at the last 10 minutes. That is a signal by many institutions that they're getting out of their positions when they close at the last 10 minutes. So it's not a very bullish candle, even though it looks pretty green. It's because it got rejected in the last 10 minutes and it closed below support. 410 didn't broke, so they're still above 410. I'm not exactly sure how much truth is I can stick to that, but if you see all the closes in the past, they're all below our current close, so we didn't make a new higher high. In the 1 hour chart, same thing. It's actually more obvious in the 1 hour chart that it looks a little bit more like this, like a rejection. Top, higher high, and then we're getting rejected. Kind of like a double top. But tomorrow it's to be determined. If we start coming down, it's very likely that our next target it's going to be 400. So that's it for the market. If you have any stocks suggestions, put it in the comments below. I'll review them. Okay, so let's review NEO real quick. So NEO closed and broke support. Now it's broken. Where is it gonna go? It's gonna go all the way over here to the 22. If you watch my video yesterday, I said that if NEO closes below this support, which I already did, and this was a good short opportunity, it's gonna go all the way over here to 22, and perhaps it can start trading even lower. If we look at the closes in the past, you'll see that it hasn't never closed below this part right here. So as soon as it closed below 35, that was a signal that this was a bear signal. It came back tested it. That was a good entry for the shorts. Okay, so let's talk about CLOV. CLOV right now it's in this area right here, and as you can see there's a lot of wicks right here. This is where institutions were buying previously, and I mean we only hope that it holds, because if it doesn't hold, then it can go down quite a bit. You know, I'm considering that it can go levels of $5 or $4, just to be aware of where things can turn around. However, there is earnings coming out on May 17, so this can be a bull catalyst for CLOV. I know there's a lot of institutions who are playing it as well, so they're probably going to play it after hours and they're going to squeeze some of those bears. If that doesn't happen, be aware that we can experience downtrade from these levels. So let's talk about BABA. BABA, it's broke support, and you can see that real quick right here. It's not like the first time that it breaks support. The support was right here, and he broke it once, and then he back tested it, and then he got a signal for anyone who wanted to get out Usually stocks give you that opportunity to get out right here with this candle. Back tested it, next day it went and back tested again, it got rejected. This is where I get out my position. I had some shares and I decided to get out just because it's still making lower lows, and this is a big triangle. So my thoughts on it is, once it comes back, start making higher highs, and it breaks this downturn, I'm probably gonna get back into it. Right now it looks very oversold. I think this is a great company, but I didn't want to experience massive losses on my position, so I'm just gonna wait and see what happens with it. Right, well, let's talk about FUBO. FUBO had a short squeeze, a little bit of a squeeze, came all the way to 21, 22 after hours, and then today it came down, back tested it, and closed the gap, and then it was pushed, and then it closed right here. It's not necessarily the most bullish signal right now, and if we look at the candles right here, the one thing that I'm worried about is that I wish it would have closed above 1922. That would have been a little bit more bullish. So keep that in mind. It's still making lower lows. It got rejected from the 20 moving average. So that's not a good signal. It needs to break that. So yeah, vast majority of the stocks right now are going to be bearish, and it's because it's expected that we're gonna have a market crash. And so if you're picking up these stocks at this point, be aware that if you're doing it, you either have a max or loss that you want to get out of it, or maybe you're okay adding up to your position even though prices can go even half or more. So be aware of that, or you can buy puts to protect the downside as well. So with TWLO, this was the trade for the day yesterday, and it was a great day to enter. Back tested it, and then today it had a very signal. It had a very red candle, and it closed below yesterday's lows. So this stock is still making lower lows, and it's heading all the way to 255. That's the target for that one. Net was the other entry as well. It came back tested a support. This one is not as bearish. It hasn't broken. I'm expecting it to break soon, and then eventually the target for this one is 55 right here. But as you can see, it's below this triangle formation. I love this stock, and I want to go long, and this was the target that I have, $75. And at this particular point, I am not bearish on this stock. We'll see what happens. I think it's very oversold, and I don't know if it's gonna have much downside. However, I'm gonna wait until the market corrects to get in and buy some shares on this one. Spotify, it's a lot easier to look at this. So it looks like it broke support right here, and it's heading to $200 right now. Beyond Meat, same thing. It's heading, I'm not exactly sure where it's heading, perhaps to this point right here. There were some buyers. I know there's a lot of shorts in Beyond Meat, but I see a lot of future in it just because meat is going to go really expensive. So FSR keeps selling, keeps making lower lows, and right now I think it's heading to the low right here, 870. Not exactly sure if that's going to be the stopping point, but I want to get in somewhere down here. Now Tesla looks very bearish. It didn't stop right here, and it closed below the 200 moving average. That's another bear signal. So I don't know if it's going to be able to hold that, but the target is 400 right there. Palantir, as much as I know there's a strong community for Palantir, it broke this triangle quite a bit of time ago, and I have puts on this stock. They're doing very well. I actually doubled my position when it did went up right here, and today it closed below yesterday's close. So that's a bearish. My goal for this one is $14, and I think it got to this first target right here, $40. So from here, I think that was my target right here, $40. I think there's going to be buyers. There's gonna step up right here. There's support. AMD. So finally, AMD broke support right there. It closes at $73. Like, you know, I have puts on AMD. So my next target is right here. Well, actually, the next target is supposed to be 63, but I think it's gonna go all the way to 60. Disney breaking as well. This one has more of a trend, breaking it slowly, but it's going to come up here 170, and then for the next target it's 163, and now it's going to coincide with this candle right here. Let's talk about Microsoft right here. As you can see today, Microsoft and Apple can give you a better idea of what the QQs is doing. As you can see, it came down, back tested the 50-moving average, it got rejected. That's a bearish signal, and it's probably going to continue to sell all the way to the 200-moving average. Apple, same thing, got some support on the 200. It came and it got rejected. It hasn't even come close to the 50-moving average before it got rejected. This doesn't look bullish to me. Let's talk about GameStop. GameStop had a great day. I believe it's up 13%, a little bit down over after hours, but it's trading on this range right here. I think there is quite a bit of support at this level right here. So there's this level right here that it can trade for some time. Yeah, this is looking really good. So it went and closed above this downtrend or uptrend right here. So if we capture that, it's closing above the 20-moving average. The next target is going to be the 50-moving average, 177. If it closes above, then it's going to go to 180, and then from there it's going to start making new highs. Very bullish. There's still little steps to go through that one. AMC looking strong, looks like an after hours minus 3%, but the good thing about it is it's making newer highs, at least for this short term. So yeah, kudos for everyone. There's a uptrend right here that can act as support right here, and that it's going to coincide with this. That's going to be a good support for the bulls right there above all moving average. Pretty bullish. You can retest 11 and then come up there. There's this uptrend right here. If any of those break, then it can have a little bit of downside, but so far looking bullish. Just be aware that they can be a $11 back test. I think this is it for today. Thank you for watching.